Well, hello everyone and welcome back to LeeReader. My name is Lee and today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. So January has turned out to be a great reading month for me. I've managed to find my passion for reading again and I've been reading a whole bunch of different books and I'm just excited to read the books I've been reading. I've just been getting super into and I have absolutely loved it. It's been a while since I felt this way about books and about reading and it's been so wonderful to get back into different worlds and see different characters in different places and I'm kind of in love with books again. And because I'm reading a bunch of books, it means I can talk about a bunch of books, which I'm so excited to do because I've read some great books. And now I get to share them with you guys, which is absolutely brilliant. So, let's talk about January. So in January, I managed to finish 4 books, which is great for me. I've also started a 5th, which if I am quick enough, I may be able to finish before the end of January also. So let me tell you what they are. So the first book I've read is None of the Above by I.W. Gregorio. So I started with this book because I read it for a review on the Rainbow Library. If you don't know about the Rainbow Library, it's a channel that focuses on LGBTQ+ books and it is going pretty well and you can check it out down in the description. And this book was pretty good. It didn't grab me the way I thought it would, but it was definitely an interesting read. So the book is about a girl called Kristen whose life is going pretty well for her until her life gets turned upside down when she discovers that she is intersex. Now the story spirals on from there and it is about Kristen dealing with her diagnosis and dealing with the fact that she doesn't feel like she's a real girl. So for me the book was okay. I had some trouble with the storyline and the way that the character did certain things. You can actually check out a full review here which I put up on the Rainbow Library, but it was a decent book and to learn more about intersex was actually quite fascinating. The next book I read was History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Now I had been waiting for this book for a long time to come out because I loved More Happy Than Not and I was a little disappointed by it, I'm not gonna lie. I've put a review up over on Goodreads and I think I'm gonna do a full review on this channel as well because there's some stuff I want to talk about, but it was a good book, it just wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. So the book is about a boy named Griffin who is dealing with the loss of his ex-boyfriend who he was still in love with. And the book follows Griffin's story and him having to deal with the repercussions of Tio's death and dealing with new relationships with Tio's current boyfriend. The book flits between kind of modern day and then the past, which I think is an interesting thing to do, but the overall story just felt a little lacking to me and like I said, I'm going to do a full review on this because there's some things I want to talk about. Now the next book I finished was Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. Now I'm going to admit, I didn't think I'd enjoy this book as much as I actually did. Some of you may have heard of Welcome to Night Vale via the podcast, which I just started listening to because of the book, and it is fascinating and it's brilliant and weird and I kind of love it. And the book is exactly the same. The book is weird and wonderful and strange and there's so much going on and not a lot makes sense, but you kind of don't care. Now the book follows 2 central characters, Jackie, the pawn shop owner, and Diane Creighton of the PTA. And while both have been going along with the weirdness that is Night Vale, they come to a sudden realization that things aren't all what they seem. They start to notice the weird things around them and they start to notice things that they haven't really noticed before. And the 2 of them end up meeting and going on a bit of an adventure. Now like I said, the book is weird and wonderful and if you are a sci-fi fan at all, definitely check this out because it's just great. I can't sum it up anymore, it is just a great book. Now the next book that I finished was Jerkbait by Mia Seighart. Now I was bought this book for Christmas by my boyfriend and I actually quite enjoyed it. Now the book follows twins Robbie and Tristan and their life in school and how their life revolves around hockey. But Tristan isn't feeling it and he really wants to be an actor and he wants to drop the whole hockey thing. Where his brother Robbie is the opposite, he's obsessed with hockey and he lives and breathes it. And things go pretty well for them until one of them is outed as gay. Their lives get turned upside down and it's about them dealing with the repercussions of that. Now the book is quite interesting because it brings up the topic of gay men in sports, which I think is a very important topic and I don't think enough people talk about it. And it definitely makes you think of what being gay means. It definitely makes you challenge the stereotype of being gay. That part of the book I loved and I was really enjoying the book. I actually read it in like 2 or 3 days, but there was something that happened towards the end which I didn't like. It just made the book all of a sudden feel completely unrealistic, and that really ruined it for me. I ended up dropping the book down from a 4 out of 5 stars to a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, because the thing that happens, I was just like, is this a thing? I don't know. I won't spoil it for you, and I definitely recommend you go and read it and try and judge for yourself, because it is a good read up until that point. But yeah, it was a shame that that's the way it went. And finally on my list is How to Repair a Mechanical Heart by J.C. Lillis. Now again, this is a male YA book, and I've literally only just started, as you can tell by my bookmarks. But it sounds like an interesting read. It sounds like something I'm going to get into. Now the book follows 2 boys who go to 6 sci-fi conventions over the space of 1 summer, and it's about their journey. But also I believe that the main characters are gay. I haven't quite got that far in yet, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where it's going. But it looks like an interesting read, and it's definitely something that I think I'm going to get into. And those are my reads for January. Let me know what you think of them. If you've read any of them, leave a comment down below and we can discuss them and what you thought. Also, if you haven't already, go and check out the Rainbow Library. There is some wonderful stuff going on over there, and it is perfect if you love LGBTQ+ books. So that's it for this video. I hope you're all well. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye.